do it. Some guys don't understand. They do that on the club level fight. Opponents, because they say, yo, I don't want to get knocked out by this guy, so I'm going to come in heavy. They're going to need to fight because they got to take the fight because they got to get the numbers. That's what they do on the lower end. But then they flipping the strip and doing it on the high end. You know what I'm saying? So that practice, you're going to start seeing that a lot there. But how we doing it there?
Tank does that, you know, to get an eyebrow out. Like, you know how the Rock, when he put the eyebrow up, they dig it. It's just like...
Gervonta Tank Davis is in trouble, and the man who helped build him, Calvin Ford, doesn't think he's ready for a rematch with Lamont Roach. That's a huge red flag. Ford has been in Tank's corner since childhood, molding him into a feared knockout artist. But now, with Ford no longer guiding him, the cracks in Tank's game are showing. Without that foundation, his dominance is at serious risk, and his reign may be in jeopardy.
Something is definitely going on between Calvin Ford and Gervonta Davis. Now, we all seen that knockdown in the 9th round, but what you probably didn't see is what happened after that in between rounds. Check this out. Coach Barry Hunter trained Tank for this fight with Lamont Roach, not Calvin Ford. A lot of people saying that this performance has something to do with that. So, is something really going on between Calvin Ford and Tank Davis? Check out what Tank had to say.
No, I wasn't really paying attention to the crowd. You know what I mean? I was more so... It's something that we're going in the corner, for sure.
The moment Ford stepped away, Tank struggled, got exposed, and barely escaped with the draw against Roach, a draw that, honestly, was more than generous. Most boxing legends and analysts saw Roach as the true winner. Now, with a rematch approaching, Ford is speaking out, revealing why Tank might not be ready, and it has nothing to do with his training or physical skills. This goes beyond boxing. There's a clear shift in Tank and Ford's relationship, and real tension is brewing. Ford wasn't just a trainer. He was a father figure who took Tank from nothing, shaped him into a star, and guided him through every high and low. Now that bond seems broken.
Let me explain something to you. Tank don't look at me as coach, look at me as dad. Do it look like his son will take your dad? I don't even feel right. Y'all hear this sound? Oh, Tank don't pay his coach. Tank gives me anything I want.
Right.
But I'm a man at the end of the day. And I'm a hustler.
Right.
Second and foremost, I came from that club. You know what I'm saying? He watched me lose my house, my wife, my family. He watched me do it. It's bigger than boxing.
Right.
Boxing is just a web.
For the first time, Ford is no longer by Tank's side. Why? Sources say Tank's behavior outside the ring played a major role. His legal troubles are well known, but it was his recent attitude toward boxing that ultimately became the final straw, driving Ford to step away.
Well, let me ask you this. I want you to talk to her. What if she told me that you beat the piss out of her and you jumped on top of her and started punching her in the face? Should I just go ahead and take that as...
but don't you know it's your side of the story? Give your side.
Yes. You want me to just take everything she says? Okay, but you want me to just take everything she says as fact?
I'm not from here. I don't know her exact address.
Okay, that's fine. I'm not asking for her exact address. She's saying you hit her. She does have a mark on her lip, and it's under. Did she hit you? Turn around. I don't know. That's a promise. That's what you guys want to hear about it. What's his first name? Gervonta.
Tank has been talking about retirement, calling boxing boring, and saying he doesn't even want to fight anymore. How do you train a fighter who lacks the desire to be in the ring? But that wasn't the only issue. Reports surfaced that Tank was caught smoking during camp, and that was Ford's breaking point. Having lived through the streets himself, Ford knew Tank wasn't focused. That's why he stepped away. Imagine dedicating your life to shaping a fighter into a world champion, only for him to show up unmotivated. A heated argument erupted, and just like that, Ford walked away, leaving Tank without his longtime mentor.
It's been to the streets. I know you ain't focused. And tighten up.
That's why I got everybody out of there. That's why I got everybody out of there.
You better tighten up.
Tank brushed it off, saying Ford left for personal reasons. But let's be real, Ford has stood by him for decades. He wouldn't just walk away unless there was a much bigger issue behind the scenes.
Gervonta Tank Davis got the entire boxing world in a frenzy right now. People don't know what to do. He dropping workout videos. He only weigh 139 pounds, 2 months out from the fight. Motherfuckers like, yo, it's over. Tank Davis is in shape. He gonna kill Lamont Roach. Oh shit, he might get suspended because he's smoking on the weed. Niggas don't know what to do right now, bro. And it's funny to watch. Let me tell you something, man, about the little weed video or whatever. Number one, we don't know what was in the joint. Could be weed, could be tobacco, could be something else. Number two, you don't know when the video was taken, so that could have been months ago. And number three, whatever it was, that shit probably got out of his system in 2.2 seconds because that man didn't hit shit. He's puffed on that shit and started breathing out immediately, bro. My real weed smoke. That's why the smoke was so white. When you actually hit that shit and breathe it in and get it in your lungs to actually get high, the smoke don't come out that way. Y'all let me know what y'all think. I think this shit funny.
There's more to the story. Ford questioning Tank's readiness for the rematch shows he's lost faith in him. And we all know how much Tank values Ford's opinion. That doubt could shake Tank's confidence completely.
He's gonna have Calvin in his corner, so I think he will have Kenny, but he's not gonna have Calvin. I think that's probably gonna be like an advantage for you since he's gonna have somebody in his corner, if I'm not mistaken.
More than likely, I think that's a little weird. You know what I'm saying? Be with your trainer, your lifetime, your career trainer, and to to not have him as your head trainer in the corner.
Ford might be right. Tank's rematch with Roach could be a huge mistake. Tank is known for his power and knockout ability, but Roach exposed a major flaw. He can take Tank's punches. If Roach withstands them again, Tank's biggest weapon is useless.
No, when people, what I got from that is he's a hater. You don't know me as a person. Let's say you don't like me, like you don't know me, like you feel me, and I don't give a fuck. Everybody in the cool, I mean, what?
Tank, pressure for your father.
That makes the rematch dangerous. If Tank can't score a knockout, what other skills does he have to secure a win?
How do you assess his power after being in there for 12?
He got decent power. He got decent power for sure. I ain't gonna say it's exaggerated. I told you I got a chin. I ain't going like that. It's just not gonna happen. But like I said, I see why he knocked people out, and I think he felt my power too. Like I think that's what negated a lot of his shots. And once I took his best shot, I was like, oh yeah, it's time to roll. Like I said, I knew I had a chin. I mean, I spar guys that were like junior middleweights, like current champions that was at that weight. So I know I can take a punch. He's twitchy in there. Like I do see why he knocked people out. I mean, like being up close and personal. Obviously, I seen that on the TV like that, but I understand why he knocked people out. I'm not gonna tell y'all because y'all gonna.
Ford highlighted this while analyzing the fight. Rather than making excuses, he was brutally honest, saying Tank simply forgot how to box. That's a harsh reality coming from the man who built him. Ford isn't blaming the ref, Tank's corner, or Roach's style. He's blaming Tank himself. That's got to stick.
See, that's how I train. I feel like one of my strong points is exchanging in the pocket. I have a very good eye, very good defense. I'm able to counter and return shots, and I think that's what I did very well. And honestly, I landed some of the bigger shots.
Let's not forget the 9th round. The pivotal moment everyone is discussing, the one that should have secured Roach's victory and altered the fight's outcome.
I could have stopped him. It's me. Definitely my fault. It's all right. You know what I mean? You live and you learn. I definitely could have. That was on me too. That was on me for sure. Cause I ain't pick it up when I supposed to pick it up, and I could have definitely did more. Just a lot going on. But again, it was myself, you know. But Gotta go to the gym and, get back to the drawing board and, train a little harder.
Tank took a knee, no question about it. The ref missed it, and the fight went on, but now the Boxing Commission is reviewing the decision. If overturned, Tank's record takes a major hit. His undefeated streak vanishes, his reputation crumbles, and Roach becomes the new champion. If that happens, the rematch won't just be about revenge. It'll be Tank's fight to reclaim what was officially stripped from him.
Hopefully the commission gets this right. It was a bummer not being declared the winner on a technicality that could be righted, that wrong could be righted, obviously, in different ways, in different facets.
The worst part, Roach now knows he can beat Tank. He's absorbed Tank's best shots and stayed on his feet. He also realizes Tank struggles when his power alone isn't enough to secure victory.
Already signed. My first contract is signed for immediate rematch in the case of a draw or if I win. So I'm already contractually signed to a rematch. It's on him. I hope we can get it done because I want to show the world again that
In the rematch, Roach won't be the underdog. He'll be the fighter who already proved he can withstand Tank's power and come out on top.
Clearly in there, man, I thought I won. I thought I did enough to get the victory over a spectacular fighter. I told y'all from the beginning, man, that I got the skills to pay the bills. I've been telling y'all that. And I'm just glad I got to show it, honestly. I'm glad I got to show it. I appreciate, like I said before, I appreciate True Boxing Media. Some guys that didn't count me out. So that's just how I feel, man. I think I won, and I can't wait to do it again. I can't wait to dance again.
That's a dangerous mindset for Roach, especially with Tank's mental game already looking fragile.
You've now shown the world the formula to how to beat Tank Davis.
Maybe not. I mean, I'm me. I don't think a lot of guys possess the same skills that I have. If they go in there and try to fight like me, they might not succeed.
Things are even worse for Tank. He no longer has the same team that helped him rise to the top. When the fight gets tough, who will be in his corner with the right advice? Who will guide him through adversity? Not Floyd. Not Calvin. This time, he's on his own.